Hi, everyone. Thank you for allowing me to join the event online. Let me share the screen. I'm going to be presenting the report on the African media landscape for the case of North Africa. My name is Mennatullah Hendawy, and I'm an assistant professor at Ain Shams University in Cairo. My work mainly focuses on three regions, Africa, Europe, and the United States. I'm an interdisciplinary urban planner, and I work mainly on the intersection of media and technology with cities. And I also have interest in housing studies and urban studies and other aspects. So that's why I describe myself as an interdisciplinary urban planner. And my background is mainly in architecture engineering. But my PhD focused on the mediatization of urban development in Egypt. And since then, I work a lot on media studies and its intersection with, for example, smart cities, urban development, and computational media. I'm going to be speaking about the objectives of the report that was conducted for the case of North Africa for its media landscape for the Africa-China Reporting Project. At the Wits Center for Journalism, the University of the Witwatersrand, Johannesburg. I'm going to be afterwards presenting the methodology that was followed to develop this report, the limitations and suggestions for future research, as well as their findings and some discussing points and the references for those who are interested. So mainly the report objective constitutes two aspects. The first one is concerning exploring the developments and challenges occurred in the practice or the study of media and journalism in the North African region. And the second aspect focused on the kind of support that journalists, media professionals, media scholars in the region require or already receive. So I investigated for example, how global local trends interlink, technological advancements, government policies, and so on. The main methodology that was followed depended on a structured survey to collect some insights throughout the region, in addition to desktop research. The desktop research and the survey were kind of feeding one another. So sometimes the collected insights led to further desktop research and so on. So basically the survey succeeded in collecting the responses of 18 media professionals across the region, divided as follows: 4 from Egypt, 4 from Morocco, 3 from Libya, 4 from Tunisia, 2 from Mauritania, 1 from Algeria. The report initially targeted 7 countries as per the Africa-China Reporting Project, including also Sahrawi Arab Democratic. However, unfortunately, there were no responses collected from this country, and the report depended for this country specifically only on desktop research. So let me now share some of the findings. First, with regard to what developments and challenges have occurred in the practice or study of media and journalism in the region. This table actually shows a summary of the developments and challenges across the region as per each country. And just to give you an overview, in Egypt, for example, we find that freelancers are drawn to international outlets to get better value and compensation, and to address fake news and rumors. However, they still face financial constraints. In Morocco, its landscape witnesses growth in independent journalism and news websites, yet electronic news sites and media ethics pose some challenges. In Libya, it's actively combating false news and promoting data journalism, while addressing journalists' safety and data source availability remains a challenge. In the Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic, the government support financial stability, but the quest for an independent press system continues. In Tunisia, there is a development in the diverse media scene, embracing fact-checking, but faces challenges in sharing news openly. In the Islamic Republic of Mauritania, there is an introduction to basic media regulations focusing on journalistic conditions and education. In Algeria, progress in modernizing journalism curricula and addressing fake news challenges is evident, with media law revisions and improved services on the horizon. So for further details, of course, you can check the report. And now speaking about the second aspect and the second objective of the report regarding what kind of support do journalists, media professionals, and media scholars in the region have or require. We find that, for instance, training for media professionals is a significant concern in Algeria, while financial stability is emphasized in Mauritania, Morocco, and Tunisia. On the other hand, independence is a common theme in Egypt, while in Sahrawi it's important to ensure an independent press system, and on the other hand, safety issues in Libya. Mainly, the outcome of the report underscores the significance of needed support, legal frameworks, and collaboration to foster a vibrant and resilient media landscape in the North African region. At the same time, the report and the study looked at the various trends contributing to the region's development across the countries of North Africa. And we find, for example, in Algeria, that there are efforts underway to establish a free and independent press, which is coupled with legal reforms to safeguard journalists. Egypt, at the same time, is witnessing increased collaborations with Pan-African outlets and the adoption of the open source intelligence and AI to enhance reporting accuracy. The media landscape in Libya, on the other hand, emphasizes journalist protection, tapping into the untapped potential of the country's youth talent and facilitating access to information. Furthermore, in the case of Mauritania, digital media rise and the advocacy for freedom of information are shaping the media environment. In Morocco, there is an experience for the growth of electronic news websites, as mentioned earlier, and at the same time for the integration of AI and discussions on social and political issues. In Tunisia, trends include the emergence of citizen journalism, data journalism, fact-checking practices, and the important role of social media engagement. However, it's important to share that there are some limitations and suggestions accordingly for future research based on this report. Regarding the limitations of the current study, first of all, the sample comprising only 18 respondents from 6 different countries, with Sahrawi excluded due to limited access, poses a challenge. And of course, like other research can include a larger and more diverse sample covering more countries, for example, and at the same time reaching out to not only media professionals, but also to media organizations. The other limitation is the focus on media professionals and not on media organizations, and accordingly, future research may, as I mentioned, cover more and reach out to media organizations. At the same time, future research may investigate the evolving media landscape and the impact of technology in the rest of the North African countries, and may also explore how journalists are, for example, adapting to changing conditions, whether it's technological, for example, transformations or other transformation. Last but not least, future research may examine the role of media policies, maybe also international support and the overall media environment in the region. So here is a list of the references. Please also feel free to reach out. And if you have any suggestions for the publishing of the report, this will also be appreciated. Thank you, and I hope you are enjoying the rest of the day.